Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to Okinawa for tonight's game here in the Japanese B.LEAGUE between the RYUKYU Golden Kings, #1 in the West, against the visitors, GUNMA Crane Thunders, ranked #2 in the Eastern Conference. Tonight's game could have heavy implications. If GUNMA Crane Thunders lose, they'll have the same record as the Chiba Jets, and they'll slip into third place, which then means they'll be on the wild card. Well, if they do win tonight, they'll be tied on the same record as the RYUKYU Golden Kings, both teams vying to get home court advantage in this season's B.LEAGUE's playoffs. Well, again, welcome. We're live here at the Okinawa Arena. This magnificent stadium was one of the host venues for the 2023 FIBA Basketball World Cup. The very same year, the RYUKYU Golden Kings lifted their first ever B.LEAGUE championship. And there it is, the time they defeated the Chiba Jets in the final. But you have to remember, they made it again last season to the finals, only to lose to Hiroshima Dragonflies. And then coach Kyle Milling is now head coach of their opponents tonight, the GUNMA Crane Thunders. Well, the fans taking their time here on the beautiful island off the south coast of Japan to get the pictures of the championship of 2023. There are your standings. RYUKYU Golden Kings responding very much due to the departure of Keita Imamura, who did go to Nagoya Diamond Dolphins, now still sitting #1 here in the West, followed up by Shimane Susanoo Magic. And now you can see in the Eastern Conference on the left, GUNMA just behind Utsunomiya Brex. And as mentioned, if they lose tonight, they'll be tied on the same record as Chiba Jets, and after losing that head-to-head, they would then move into third place. Well, the Golden Kings have been on fine form, of course. There you can see their last games. I mean, they have been pretty much imperious, indestructible, and they're doing it at the right time. Ruichi Kishimoto there next to Shota Onodera. Both players were key components of their championship run in 2023. But GUNMA, a team that's completely turned the tide. Well, they've changed the narrative. A team that were failing to make the B.LEAGUE playoffs in the last few seasons, but now find themselves amongst the best. As mentioned, a very competitive Eastern Conference here in the B.LEAGUE. And, you know, for part of the season, they looked like they were going to be top dogs. But, of course, defeats to the likes of Chiba Jets and Utsunomiya Brex both at home has now meant the postseason could be a challenge. But with a very talented team, a new coach, anything could happen here in the B.LEAGUE. Well, head coach Kyle Milling, of course, is going to heavily depend on the likes of the defense coming from Coach Flippen, but not to mention Johannes Thiemann, the German international, who actually played in this arena prior to coming to the B.LEAGUE with the German national team. Well, he won that FIBA World. There he is, the man there, winning the FIBA World Cup championship in the Philippines. But they've got some other star players. Tazuski as well. I mean, when you look at this team, a lot is going to be reliant on Trey McKinney-Jones. And it's one thing I'll say about Kyle Milling, one of the best coaches you're going to find here in international basketball. Well, he knows all about the RYUKYU Golden Kings. Going back to that final last season in the Yokohama Arena when he was with the Hiroshima Dragonflies. They lost game one, but they made quite a comeback in the third and fourth quarter, and in only to convincingly win the next two games. Starting lineups tonight, it will be Yuma Fuji, the Japanese national team point guard, but he will be joined in the backcourt along with the younger brother of Rui Hachimura, #8, Aaron Hachimura. And also the other starting lineup places will go to Naoto Tsuji, who's been a terrific three-point shooter. The bigs inside tonight will be the likes of Caleb Tazuski. The fans here in Japan, they like to call him Zeus. You can see the GUNMA Crane Thunders fans making the journey, of course, from the mainland all the way here to beautiful Okinawa. Johannes Thiemann, who has been coming off the bench for this team, he'll make a starting lineup tonight here. But now, fans, we welcome you to beautiful Okinawa. It's time for us to introduce the key players tonight for the champions of 2023, RYUKYU Golden Kings. So let's enjoy the local entertainment here in Okinawa. Welcome everybody, we're live here in Okinawa. Time now to introduce the champions of 2023, your RYUKYU Golden Kings. Well, it will be interesting to find out which 5 players will make the starting line. Now, naturally they go with their big American, Jack Cooley, former NBA player with the likes of Alex Kirk coming off the bench. Now, one thing we've seen so far from head coach RYUKYU is bring Vic Law, one of their go-to players, top scorers who did play with the Chiba Jets. Another option that does come off the bench is the 6th man. Tatsuya Ito has been a key addition this season, very much a defensive player who likes to pick up full court. There's a lot of options that will be coming off the bench tonight here for the RYUKYU Golden Kings. Mato Arakawa, another key addition, but that was their key signing. Now, due to the departure of one Alan Durham, of course, they decided to bring in former Niigata Alberts player Kiva Lumba. And it's fair to say he's really fit this role to perfection. Well, Masahiro Waki along with the likes of Matsuwaki, another key additions, local players here for the RYUKYU Golden Kings. There's Kento Whittaker, another new player, and along with Shogo Taira. But now we'll get to see the starting 5 for the RYUKYU Golden Kings.
Number 53, Alex Kirk. Number 4, Vic Law.
Well, tonight it will be a starting appearance for both Shota Onodera and Vic Law. Also, it's a big lineup. You can see both Jack Cooley and Alex Kirk. There is Ryuichi Kishimoto, and I've had my arguments that he should be a contender to play at least on Akatsuki Japan, the national team of Japan that will be featuring this summer at the 2025 FIBA Asia Cup. He is a B.LEAGUE champion, and let me tell you something about Kishimoto. He has some serious deep range in his three-point shooting. There you have it. Here comes the pre-game tradition with Jack Cooley and Shota Onodera. You're going to be able to see it now, but well, here we go. The pre-game ritual, Onodera and Jack Cooley. For the home crowd, they love it when those two players do the exact same thing. Head coach Dio Gatani, one of the very best Japanese coaches, and you've got to put him up there in the argument with the likes of Atsushi Ono. They've done a magnificent job with both their respective clubs. But the one thing that separates him, Dio Gatani has brought a B.LEAGUE championship to Okinawa. 3 referees for tonight's game, and we are very proud to say here in the B.LEAGUE we have some of the best referees in world basketball. They've done an excellent job in all the games they've officiated, and they will continue to do so here tonight at the Okinawa Arena. Well, Yuma Fuji, number 0 for GUNMA Thunders. This is where he specializes defense. The question is, can he hang with Ryuichi Kishimoto? Key matchup to look for Naoto Tsuji, one of the best three-point shooters here in the B.LEAGUE. He'll be going up against Shota Onodera, while young Hachimura will like to handle his business with Vic Law. Both teams going with big lineups. And now we see the alternate version. So we used to see the Golden Kings playing navy blue and gold, but tonight they're rocking the royal blue, red, and white. The new addition. Again, we'd like to welcome everybody watching live on B.LEAGUE International. If you're watching this game live, please let us know in the YouTube chat where you're watching this game and which team are you supporting. Who's going to win tonight? Will it be the Golden Kings or will it be the GUNMA Thunders? Okinawa getting the first possession of the game. As the home crowd is going to have to play a crucial role in this one. RYUKYU don't want to lose tonight. They don't want to go on the same record as GUNMA Thunders. Patiently trying to break this down with Jack Cooley's pick and roll. And there's a kick out. There's a 3. Just secure the rebound for GUNMA Thunders. Because they have had their struggles at home back in the city of Ota. And that's in the GUNMA Prefecture, but now Tsuji finds Tito. Suffocated defense coming from Shota Onodera. Golden Kings making life tough. Fuji's got to force this one up. As Big Law prevents Tazuski from getting the offensive rebound. Alex Kirk here trying to face up against Johannes Thiemann. Trying to battle his way. Looking to the bucket, but he can't finish. Both teams still looking for that first field goal, but now Vic Law finds a three. And he buries that one, giving the first 3 points to the champions of 2023, the RYUKYU Golden Kings. The atmosphere tonight here in Okinawa, this magnificent arena is simply breathtaking. These fans, there's a penetration. What a take, avoiding the block. And Yuma Fuji just went up against the tower of Alex Kirk. Well, it's a big test now for Aaron Hachimura, having to go up against Vic Law. And already committing a foul, so Vic Law will go to the free throw line. Well, young Hachimura, I mean, he's got a lot of potential, a lot of promise about his career, but this is going to be a great learning lesson tonight, going up against an elite player, a former NBA player. Remember, Vic Law spent a bit of time during the COVID years playing with the Orlando Magic, because then he went to Australia, and then he ended up in Japan, where he started with the Chiba Jets. And when the Golden Kings won their first B.LEAGUE championship, Vic Law was playing for the other team. That's right. Because the Jets back in 2023, after having a magnificent season in the regular season, winning the Emperor's Cup, but then falling to the RYUKYU Golden Kings. Well, battling for offensive rebounds. Kirk just wants this one a little bit more. And Golden Kings get another chance. Kishimoto. Again, down low to Cooley. Twisting going in. Another foul called. And this is where the RYUKYU Golden Kings, they just overpower every opponent they play here in the Okinawa Arena. I mean, when you've got the traditional back-to-the-basket post play of not only Alex Cook, but in this case, Jack Cooley, Tazuski's got to do a better job of preventing him from getting that post-entry pass. Jack Cooley, big fan favorite here in Okinawa. Prior to coming to the Golden Kings, time playing in Europe in Germany's Easy Credit Bundesliga with MRP Riesen-Leversburg, and also won the FIBA Europe Cup in 2019 in Italy with Dinamo Sassari. A team that once tried to sign one Yuki Toyoshi, the star player of the Chiba Jets. Both free throws made by Cooley. Just over 2 minutes gone here in the opening play. Fuji finds Thiemann. GUNMA Thunders trying to get to a half-court set. And Tazuski's not naturally a scorer here for the GUNMA Thunders. Now gets his first 2 points. Well, that's a good look for him. He's got to pose more as an offensive threat tonight. Alex Kirk has the mismatch. They go for the lob. No foul called, no bucket made. And now GUNMA can tie the game up. Take the lead with a three-pointer. Hachimura left wide open. There's a three for the lead. It's up. No good. Offensive ball by Johannes Thiemann. And goes in. Textbook post play by the FIBA Basketball World Cup champion. Well, Vic Law did everything right defensively, but again, it's better offense coming from Johannes Thiemann. Deep three goes flying. This time it's good yet again. And now it's Kishimoto. Well, probably the biggest story he made last season was in the playoffs against Alvok Tokyo in Game 1 of the quarterfinals. Fuji penetrates. Thiemann now can tie the game up. Three is up. Rattles its way in and out. One thing they're going to find tough tonight, keeping Jack Cooley off the rebounds. Thiemann. Heavy defense coming. Nice dive. Finds Kishimoto. Now it's a turnover. They have numbers. But the bump is going to be called, so that's going to go possession back to the GUNMA Thunders. Well, it's a blocking foul. It's the right decision, no doubt about it. Well, just making sure the health and safety of our players is the #1 priority. And it looks like they're going to be okay. Shotona Derek just taking the full brunt of the force from Johannes Tiemann. I mean, Tiemann stands at roughly, I want to say 6'8", 6'9", but not a player you want to take a charge against. Almost 4 minutes played here in the first quarter. Tarzuski now looking for a handoff. Finds Fuji. Finds a bit of space in mid-range. He's unable to finish. Vic Lord towering for the rebound. And here come the Golden Kings. But they want to extend their lead. Cook missing from point-blank range. That goes out of bounds. And now we'll go back to GUNMA Crane Thunders. Well, not quite the mistake you want to make, of course. Still down by 3 points. Almost halfway played here in the first quarter. Foul called against Alex Cook. Cook just tries to come out aggressively and hedge on the ball screen, but I think that's the right call. Great job by now to Suji. Well, that's a foul clear as daylight. I think Kyle Milling saw that one coming from a mile away, so good call by the official. Penetrates, goes in, can't finish. Now you have to remember, both Johannes Tiemann and Jack Cooley were teammates in 2016-17 in Germany, when they both played for former Chiba Jets coach John Patrick. Baku's only subbed into the game, goes to double team on Adera. Again, way off the mark. But again, the lead's at 3 points. Suchi finds a three. Both of them go for it. Yeah, he calls a turnover. Well, Hasakawa coming into the game now here for the GUNMA Crane Thunders. Kazuki Hasakawa hitting that big three-pointer on the buzzer against Shimane Susanoo Magic midway through the season. Now goes to mid-range. Too short. Both teams scoreless here in the last 90 seconds. A barren spell for both the Golden Kings and GUNMA Crane Thunders. Fuji off one screen. Finds Tiemann. Goes up against his former teammate and good defense. So look how quickly Jack Cooley just gets up the floor. And now Law. And that's going to be foul number 2 against Hachimura. It's all about the learning curve, the learning experience here for the youngster. And he's going to be a great player, no doubt about it, Hachimura. But this is a test to go up against such an elite talent in Vic Law. Hachimura going to the bench. Also subbing into the game tonight here for the first time for the RYUKYU Golden Kings. Number 18, Masahiro Waki. Along the baseline, mid-range. Gets it to drop in. Sweet touch by Vic Law. 6 points. And a timeout's going to be called by Coach Kyle Milling. His team currently trailing by 5 points. 6 minutes already played here in the first quarter. And again, welcome everybody watching live on B.LEAGUE International. If you're watching this game, let us know where in the world you're watching and which team you're supporting. Welcome back, everybody. We're live here at the Okinawa Arena. Currently, GUNMA Great Thunders trailing by 5 points against RYUKYU Golden Kings. Well, a timeout was called by Coach Kyle Milling, but a traveling violation called against Kazuki Hosokawa. Well, this is where GUNMA's got to, rely on their leadership. They've got to find more stability here in their offense. Still early stages in this game, but they've got to be able to, you can't be committed to these turnovers in the backcourt. And that's great defense by Shota Onodera. Well, Kishimoto takes a no-man's land. Doesn't hit anything, but right there, Onodera falling in from the weak side. GUNMA's got to box out. Will's got 6 points. But still they battle. Cooley goes in. Count it. He's going to the free throw line. Well, Golden Kings at the moment just showing they want this game a little bit more. And here's the challenge for GUNMA Great Thunders. Well, number one, they've got to take care of the ball in offense. But number two, you cannot be allowing 2 second chances on one offense.
And one on the line for one shot. Cooley.
Well, that rebound now, of course, solidifies Jack Cooley is number 2 here in the Japanese B.LEAGUE, averaging 10.2 rebounds per game. And a big shout out to my colleague and B.LEAGUE statistician expert, Kazuya Nishikawa. A big arigato gozaimasu, Kazuya. While subbing into the game, former RYUKYU Golden Kings player Ko Flippin, who was a part of that championship team in 2023, now up against his former club. We'll see what kind of game he has tonight. To return home here to Okinawa. Kazuski unable to get the handoff to Hosokawa, but now finds Flippin. Flippin now splits the defense, gets rejected. And here come the Golden Kings, but they turn it over. And GUNMA Great Thunders will retain possession. That time, well, look at a block here. I mean, Vic Lord doesn't even need to jump for that one. But Golden Kings fail to capitalize here on the counterattack. Kishimoto just losing control as he tried to penetrate to the basket. Under 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Golden Kings lead by 8 points. These two teams, one victory separates them. RYUKYU Golden Kings slightly with a better advantage. Hosokawa, quick three is up. It's still GUNMA, three-pointless. But a foul is going to be called. I don't know who they called the foul on.
First, team center. GUNMA substitution, Silva. King substitution, Kerr.
Well, Cooley's going to go to the bench. Diakutani giving his star center a much-needed break, but he's been indestructible so far. The second leading rebounder here in the B-League. Just over 10 boards per game. Kazuski did his last one from there. Makes another one. And again, he continues to fly. Well, they need the big Zeus to really have an offensive impact, because as you can see, GUNMA Great Thunders struggling immensely from the three-point line. There's a penetration down the middle. No help side defense, and the invitation was given. Well, Masahiro Waki was maybe anticipating somebody was going to come for the block. And there's Ko Flippin. We just need to find a bit of stability here. Hosokawa, another three. That's a good look, and finally gets the first 3 points tonight for GUNMA Great Thunders. Well, he's got to find that confidence. There's another pop fake. Kiva Lumba uncontested, another three. But again, another offensive board hit. And this is where GUNMA Korean Thunders just let themselves down. Too many second chance points for the RYUKYU Golden Kings. Flipping goes ISO. Nobody was there for an offensive rebound, so you can say it's a great play. But had he missed it, the Kings would have been ready to counterattack down the other end. Lumba now. Got it by the experience of Michael Potwell. And again, another three buried. Well, that's youth against veteran years. And that's going to be a fun battle to watch tonight. Flippin penetrates. Counted! Ko Flippin time. It's Ko time! What a play by Ko Flippin.
First person, team score.
Well, that is a tough finish. Because he's got to avoid the block of Jack Cooley. Not to mention the primary defender, so what a move by the two-time B.LEAGUE champion. Ko Flippin won his first B.LEAGUE title with Chiba Jets in 2021. His second with the RYUKYU Golden Kings only 2 years ago. He's unable to hit the three-point play. Still a 6-point ball game to the RYUKYU Golden Kings. Ito into the backcourt for Kishimoto. Well, Kirk throws it away. Another three in the corner. Still, GUNMA Korean Thunders just can't keep both Alex Kirk, and even though he's on the bench, and Jack Cooley off the offensive boards. Well, Alex Kirk, NBA, EuroLeague experience. Remember, he was teammates with LeBron James at the Cleveland Cavaliers. And he also played for Anadolu Efes in 2017 in the EuroLeague. The naturalized Japanese player, Alex Kirk, at the free throw line. Had a magnificent career playing with Alvok Tokyo before joining the RYUKYU Golden Kings last season. But disappointingly losing in the B.LEAGUE Finals against Hiroshima Dragonflies. Well, it's inconceivable tonight. GUNMA's got to win. If they don't win tonight, they'll move into third place. Now, they'll still be in the B.LEAGUE playoff frame. Remember, top two teams in each conference automatically qualify for the playoffs, while the final two positions go to the teams with the best record outside the top two, and they're known as the wild card. So even if they do lose tonight, they'll still be in strong position for the wild card. Nagoya Diamond Dolphins, the team that's closest to the two wildcard teams, will be battling to the end. Flippin penetrates, can't finish. And now the Golden Kings can have the final play here in the first quarter. Ito, going ball screen, Kiva Lumba, penetrates, goes in. Lumba, final three, it's up. Good night to the city, or to the island of Okinawa, and the city of Okinawa-shi. Lumba with the dagger, Tatsui Ito with the dime. That's the end of the first quarter. We're going to return in just under 1 minute. What a penetration. 2 blocks coming, but finds Kiva Lumba, and the former Niigata Albirex player buries the three-pointer. are some highlights from the first quarter. Kivaluma, his opening shot saw him get his own rebound. And here's where GUNMA Crane Thunders have let themselves down, giving away too many offensive rebounds. And the second chance points definitely going in favor of the RYUKYU Golden Kings. Well, the Golden Kings showing their new alternate uniform. Naturally do play in navy blue, white, and gold. But tonight, rocking the navy blue, or royal blue, I should say, red and white. Nice passing, finding Michael Parker, and that's a better way to begin the second quarter here for GUNMA Crane Thunders. Well, most of the points have come inside the paint. They do have the one three-pointer coming from Naoto Tsuji. Currently, Golden Kings co-flipping in the backcourt, along with Teru Sugarawada. The foul's going to be called here against. Yeah, that's on co-flipping. But it's only his first personal foul. 9-point lead currently to RYUKYU Golden Kings. There's a penetration. Another dish out. Cook. Oh, he misses from point-blank range. The build-up was amazing. The finish, not quite there. Flipping down. Finds Parker. And now a 4-0 run to begin the second quarter as they cut it down to a 7-point deficit. The traveling fans from the GUNMA Prefecture here to the beautiful island of Okinawa. Still believing. Patient build-up from the RYUKYU Golden Kings. Now Arakawa. Got to make something happen. That's a floater. And another miss. Here's where GUNMA's got to take advantage. Flipping penetrates. Kicks out. Hosokawa's made 1-3, and he makes another one. And now they cut it down to a 4-point deficit. The penetration by Ko flipping. The tough kick out to Kazuki Hosokawa now only makes it a 2-possession ball game. Dio Katani wants to call timeout. Kazuki Hosokawa, number 10 in the B.LEAGUE this season for three-pointers, averaging 38.5% for downtown. And I've got to give a shout-out and a big arigato gozaimasu to my colleague and good friend, Kazuya Ishikawa, for providing all of the top stats. Timeout called. We'll be back in under 60 seconds. Okatani just pulling the timeout to try and slow down the bleeding. They've led by 11 points, but that's now just been cut down to 4. Big loss straight into the game. Oh, baby! Kivaluma. Same story, same result. GUNMA Crane Thunders don't box out, and they punish themselves as Kivaluma now moves up to 10 points. Rookie penetrates. Again goes to his right. RYUKYU Golden Kings, they've got to keep him away from his right side. Make him go left. And even then, he's just too talented of a player. Tough to handle. Double team comes over. Turk simply, and it's one thing that Golden Kings have dominated. Points in the paint. The post entry is way too convenient here for the home team. GUNMA's got to tighten the defense up. Make life a little bit more difficult for the Golden Kings. 7 on the shot clock. Tarzuski is going to have to isolate. Nice twist and turn. It's a good move, but a foul is going to be called against Michael Parker. You kind of feel Tarzuski's going to have a little bit more success if he tries to post up and, cement that position against Vic Lord, the double block. There, he's too far away from the bucket.
Substitution taken.
Nice dime that there. The turnover, the Butterfingers. A very rare mistake, but the way that ball traveled on that pass, I think only every human being would have done the same thing as Alex Cook. Well, they could have made it an 8-point ball game. What this does allow is for GUNMA Crane Thunders to make it yet again another 2-possession deficit. Flippin penetrates, no foul called. Oh, he felt he got it. May have got reached in, but I'll have to see the replay. But you got to give you credit to head coach Kyle Milling to come to GUNMA Crane Thunders, a team that's traditionally really struggled here in the B-League, and to turn them around from a bottom B-League team now into a playoff and maybe a championship contender. Remember, he's a B-League champion as of last year when he was with the Hiroshima Dragonflies. Flip it, trying to find Tarzuski, but it's an unforced turnover. RYUKYU Golden Kings will get this one back. Deep three goes flying. That's way too short. But can GUNMA get something quickly? Double team coming over. Tieman's got to get rid of it. Still has it. Asakawa's made 2 threes. But still Golden Kings not allowing GUNMA to get any offensive boards. Nice transition. Finishing. A bit of showtime. RYUKYU Golden Kings basketball. And last time it was Tatsuya Ito making the dimes. But this time the law was made. It was laid down by Vic. And Ito finishing and repaying the favor. But this is Vic Law, preventing the offensive boards, then going himself and dishing off. That's showtime here in Okinawa. Timeout called. We'll be back in just under 1 minute. GUNMA Crane Thunders in the moment struggling to break down the pressure. Now they only have 2 seconds to get the ball over the half-court line. They don't want to get caught for 8 seconds, especially after calling the timeout. Yuma Fuji really being challenged by Tetsuya Ito, the former Nagoya Diamond Dolphins player. Well, hello and welcome to everybody watching live on B.LEAGUE International. If you're watching this game live on YouTube, let us know where you're watching in the world and also which team you're supporting so we can give you a shout out. 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. There's a penetration. There's a foul. So free throws coming up for GUNMA. Well, that's Kengo Nomoto. Hasn't featured too much for the GUNMA Crane Thunders this year. Kyle Milling just trying to get some inspiration from anybody in his bench who wants to step up in this big game. Remember, if GUNMA wins, they'll be tied on the same record as the RYUKYU Golden Kings. Foul called against Yoshia Uematsu. That's going to be his first personal. Shota Onodera subbing back in the game here for the Golden Kings. I don't know if you saw around the RYUKYU Golden Kings coaching staff. In the center was Dayo Kitani, but on the right is Norio Sasa, former head coach of Utsunami Brex. Actually was the assistant of the Brex when they won the B.LEAGUE championship in 2022. And who did they defeat? The RYUKYU Golden Kings. It was Golden Kings' first ever B.LEAGUE final. They lost the first one, then they went back the second year, defeating Chiba Jets in the final, and they made it 3 times in a row as of last season, only to lose to Kyle Milling and the Hiroshima Dragonflies. Second free throw no good for Nomoto. 7-point lead currently here to RYUKYU Golden Kings. The quest to get to a 4th consecutive B.LEAGUE championship, to try and bring home a 2nd championship. Can they get to Yokohama? Oh, what a dime, but he misses. Well, that would have been a sweet play by Tetsuito. But GUNMA turn it back over again. Well, welcome to RYUKYU and DJM. Well, is Okinawa's strongest team in Japan. They're the strongest team in the Western Conference. B.LEAGUE split into 3 conferences, East, West, and Central. And we do have a 1-game better record here than GUNMA Crane Thunders. The number 1 team is San Diego Phoenix in the Central Division. The number 2 team is Utsunami Brex. Team kicks out. Hosokawa's made 2 threes, makes a 3rd one, and like he did when he hit his last 3-pointer, cuts it down to a 4-point ball game. Welcome to RYUKYU, and also welcome to DJM from Las Vegas, Nevada. And welcome to my good friend, B.LEAGUE regular fan, Dapantol, watching from Indonesia. Terima kasih, and sama-sama, baby. Well, the timeout's called. We're going to take a 60-second break. Kazuki Hosokawa, leading scorer for the GUNMA Crane Thunders with 9 points. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome live here on B.LEAGUE International. This is a big game, number 2 in the Eastern Conference against the best in the West. Currently 4-point lead to the RYUKYU Golden Kings, champions of the 2023 B.LEAGUE season. Welcome to RYUKYU, DJM, Dapantol, and Funny on the live YouTube chat. Only leading by 2 possessions. Onodera pulls over. Coming up with the turnover now. Foul has been committed. Well, welcome to Kawaii Potatoes, also a regular who does watch a lot of B.LEAGUE games, and very good point. Only one thing Japanese basketball needs to get credit for is the pathway of youth development. And as Kawaii Potatoes said, RYUKYU Golden Kings, a very strong academy from the U15 to U18 to now the senior team. Worrying sign here for Golden Kings. Shota Onodera currently on the ground, and hopefully he's okay. Of course, it's not the time of the season when you want to come up with any injuries. When nearing the playoffs. Well, question just asked by Davenport. When do the B-League playoffs start? I believe the quarterfinals may begin somewhere in April to May. It's between those 2 months because we still have quite a while to go here in the regular season. Well, Davenport, I hope I'll be seeing you live watching Pelita Jaya in the BCL Asia East this coming week. Big time for Indonesian basketball. Well, let's hope right now Shota Onodera is okay. That is the most important thing. A crucial player to this team. And probably one of the best games I've seen Shota Onodera play was in Game 2 of last season's B-League playoffs in the semifinals against Chiba Jets. The Jets came to this arena, won Game 1 by plus 30 points, but it was Onodera's three-point shooting in Game 2 that tied the series up. An instrumental player, a great teammate, as many of his teammates would say. So I'm not quite sure what happened. He made the penetration, turned it over. GUNMA Crane Thunder's chance to cut it down to a 2-point game, maybe a 1-point game, depending. Can they find Hosokawa wide open from the 3-point line? We also have Naoto Tsuji. Teaming now up against his former teammate, Jack Cooley. Tsuji now fires a 3. It's up. Buries a 3. Fourth tray ball here in the first half for the GUNMA Crane Thunders. While great shooters will keep shooting. Cuts it down to a 1-point ball game. Golden Kings led by as many as 11, but again, Cooley too dominant. Jack Cooley is a hybrid of Shaquille O'Neal and Bill Laimbeer. He's unstoppable. Simple as that. I don't think any post player in the B-League could defend him one-on-one, but a non-forced turnover by GUNMA. So RYUKYU Golden Kings will get it back. Kyle Millie not happy right now with his backcourt. Hosokawa's going to leave the game. He's played some good minutes, converting 3 3-pointers, doing what he does best. So coming back into the lineup for GUNMA Crane Thunders, number 14, Teru Sugawara. Kishimoto also back in the lineup here for Golden Kings. But another turnover. 4-on-1 for GUNMA. Well, he had teammates, went himself. And that was a 4-on-1. Foul called against Hayato Arakawa. Well, this is where you have to convert turnovers into transition points. At this point here, Kengo Namoto, well, he's got Johannes Thiemann, Naoto Tsuji, but decided to go by himself. The positive note for GUNMA, they'll get it back. Down by 3. Tsuji pick and pop. Namoto mid-range. That's not going to go. And now Namoto picking up the 3rd team foul for GUNMA. Well, that's going to be a tough defensive situation, especially against Vic Law. I just wonder with this lineup, could maybe GUNMA Crane Thunders think about going to his zone? But having said that, Golden Kings one of the more elite teams when it comes to breaking down any zone defense. Arakawa now got it by Namoto. Finding Vic Law, double team comes over. Arakawa, 3, open. Can't finish. GUNMA come up with it. As now Thiemann goes for an aggressive post-up. Up against Cooley. Nowhere to go. And another turnover. The Kings try to get back on defense. And they miss the layup, but Cooley follows in. And that's been simply the story of this game. Offensive rebound. That is where this team has dominated. Too many second chance points for the Golden Kings. Tsuji finds Thiemann. Fakes the pass. Misses the layup. Vic Law keeps it in bound, and now Golden Kings can extend their lead. And now they go on a 4-0 run with over 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Well, another worrying sign, and this could be a problem for GUNMA. Johannes Thiemann, 2023 FIBA Basketball World Cup champion. Cal Milling asking why wasn't a foul called. His assistant coach, RYUKyu Nishi. Well, trying to figure out how he got away with that move, but hopefully he's okay. But great job by Golden Kings. The counterattack converting the turnover into transition points. Our primary focus is to ensure the health and safety at the moment of Johannes Thiemann. He's going to have to go to the bench. Wow, he's going to the locker room, so fingers crossed. Such a terrific basketball player, I tell you. His career when he played in the Easy Credit Bundesliga in Germany, one of his most memorable seasons was in 2017-18 when he played for MRP Riesen-Löwisburg, where his coach then was former Chiba Jets coach John Patrick, and made it to a Final Four of the FIBA Basketball Champions League. Well, Kengo Nomoto subbing back in here for GUNMA. Final 2 minutes here in the first half. GUNMA still down by 7 points. Michael Parker playing the center role. Nice pick and roll. But it's another turnover. Well, here it comes. Not a coward, but he's got to slow it down. Well, they find Law in the paint. Law goes in. Makes it a 9-point ball game. GUNMA had it down to 1. They now find themselves near double digits yet again. Well, the tide has changed. Remember, no Trey McKinney-Jones tonight. Fuji patiently waiting for the screen. Now goes for a tough contested step back. That's not a good play. But again, RYUKYU get the ball up. Truly saves it from going out of bounds. Finds Suchi, turns it over. Well, Parker fakes a kick out, and the entire RYUKYU Golden Kings defense felt he was going to kick that out to the perimeter, and they slice it down to 7. A timeout's going to be called by head coach Tao Katani. Final minute here in the first half. Golden Kings leading by 7. Had a chance to go up by double digits. The wall wide open. Baseline goes in and throws it down. Vic just laying down the law. 10 points. I believe now he's the third rookie Golden Kings player to get into double figures. Let's keep it low along with Jack Cooley. Same accolade. Pocket 3 in the corner. That's way off the mark. And now Golden Kings again in transition, punishing GUNMA Cray Thunders. Well, it's back to the biggest lead they've had in the game of 11 points. GUNMA do have one foul to give. Final 10 seconds here for the GUNMA Crane Thunders. And then they give it away. Foul on Hayato Arakawa. Arakawa, I believe, is going to... No, Onodera coming back in the game. Of course, had to leave earlier when he picked. Now he's coming back in with the... Well, the Bruce Wayne look. I'd say that's Bruce Wayne on a night shift. Maybe they've got someone back in the change room named Alfred who's established that one. That was a bad joke, I'm sorry. Sideline possession, 6.4. And it's going to be a 5-second violation. And it's turning into a total disaster for the GUNMA Crane Thunders. So now RYUKYU Golden Kings will get it back here. Final seconds here in the first half. Well, change coming into the game here for the Golden Kings. But they'll get 6.4 to get one final possession. Golden Kings lead by 11. Vic Ward got it by Hachimura. There's a kick out, baseline penetration, but I think they're going to turn it over. And Sakihama just stepping out of bounds. He just came into the game. So GUNMA now 1.5. They inbound it. And they don't get it off in time, I don't think. And that won't count, but that's the end of the first half where RYUKYU Golden Kings, currently best in the West, against number 2 in the East. But if it stays like this, GUNMA Crane Thunders will fall to third place. Chiba Jets then would take over in second in the East. But it's an 11-point lead currently here to the RYUKYU Golden Kings. Well, it is halftime. Go get a drink. Go get something to eat, but don't go anywhere too long. We'll be back in 15 minutes for the second half. Japanese B.LEAGUE basketball. We're live here on the beautiful island of Okinawa. The champions of 2023 go into the break time with the momentum.
そして群馬クレインサンダースブースターの皆様、ようこそ沖縄サントリーアリーナへ心より歓迎を申し上げます。本日は当施設の新たな名称であります沖縄サントリーアリーナの看板お披露目を兼ねて、ご来場の皆様とお祝いできることを大変嬉しく思っております。ネーミングライツパートナーにつきましては、施設のさらなる活用や地域活性化、維持・更新に要する財源確保を目的にご使用し、この度、沖縄サントリー株式会社様と契約を締結する運びとなり、大変喜ばしい限りであります。さらに、地元の沖縄サントリーとして、地域への貢献や本市のさらなる活性化に寄与する提案など、スポーツ交流等をはじめ、さまざまな文化・社会貢献活動のご提案をいただいており、共にさまざまな取り組みを行ってまいりたいと思っておりますので、ご期待をいただければ幸いでございます。結びに、本市のさらなる活性化、沖縄サントリー様のますますのご繁栄を記念申し上げ、ご挨拶といたします。令和7年3月29日、沖縄市長、花城大輔。南山の末に生まれたアリーナに名前がついたわけであります。これからも沖縄サントリーアリーナを愛して育てていっていただきたいとお願いを申し上げます。そして後半戦も盛り上げていきましょう。よろしくお願いします。ありがとうございました。
花城市長、ありがとうございました。続いて記念撮影を行います。ありがとうございました。さあ、続きまして沖縄サントリーエリア愛称決定を記念し、沖縄サントリービールアンバサダーを務めてまいります HY より新里秀之さん、中俊さんのお二人が特別ゲストとしてお越しいただきました。お二人には乾杯のご挨拶を行っていただきます。よろしくお願いします。
OK、 会場にいる皆さん、はいさーい。沖縄サントリービールアンバサダーの HY のボーカルヒーデーと
ドラムの中俊です。よろしくお願いします。
お願いします。皆さん、キングス、そして群馬の試合楽しんでますか？両チームに拍手。キングスの応援団イエーイ、群馬の応援団イエーイ。この会場からたくさんの感動が生まれていくと思います。そして何よりもまず一つ、天皇杯キングスおめでとう。そこからの4連勝しております。今日もですね、両者熱い思いがここで繰り広げられると思います。悔いのないように、そして皆さんも、皆さんの声が選手たちを動かして感動を生みます。思いっきり声出して楽しんでいこうね。
そして、沖縄アリーナが今回沖縄サントリーアリーナというすごくかっこいい名前に生まれ変わりました。この場所で皆さんこれからも最高で素敵な思い出をたくさん作っていただければ嬉しいなと思います。はい、高速道路からも沖縄サントリーアリーナの設置看板が見えると思います。ぜひぜひチェックしてみてください。ということで最後に沖縄サントリー流の乾杯で皆さん 一緒に乾杯できたら嬉しいなと思います。僕がせーのと言うと笑顔と大声でスコールと叫んでください、それでは沖縄サントリーアリーナの未来とキングスの勝利にせーのスコール。以上 HY でした。
ありがとう。おいしいサンマも飲んでね。 Thank you。
H1 の新方ゆうきさん、そして中俊さん、ありがとうございました。会場の皆様、後半戦も琉球ゴールデンキングスの熱い応援よろしくお願いいたします。そしてなんと沖縄サントリーより沖縄サントリーアリーナ愛称決定を記念し、サントリー生ビール1ケースと HY サイン入りタンブラー2個セットを3名様にプレゼントされます。見事当選されましたお客様はセクション4146列183番のお客様とセクション23216列439番のお客様、そしてセクション1133列144番のお客様です。おめでとうございます。当選された方はインフォメーションにて座席番号を提示の上プレゼントをお受け取りください。
それではここで B リーグのハーフ各社をご紹介いたします。 B リーグトップハーフソフトバンク、 B リーグタイトルハーフリソナグループ、 B リーグイノベーションハーフインフロミアホールディングス、 B リーグハーフ日本郵便 G ショップ日本製薬、 B リーグサポーティングカンパニーソニーミュージックエンターテインメント、ゴルデン朝日新聞、日本経済新聞社、大塚製薬、野村工芸社、EY ジャパン、ミッドナイトフィットネス、マーシャルデザイン、イスラエル、TIS、スポーツデッド、ロックアイス、リーグサプライヤー、アラストリー、リーグコミュニケーションハーフ、ナインダーミング、リーグスポーツ振興ハーフ、スポーツリーダー。以上、B リーグのハーフ各社のご紹介でした。続きまして、琉球ゴールデンキングスパートナーのご紹介です。特報ミッションパートナーは、全公演、ルーレット、沖縄ファミリーマート、ローブ、JPA、レッドブルジャパン、リューセント、琉球銀行、オールウェイズ、沖縄タイムズ、琉球新報、SGC、沖縄セルラー、電子システム技術をオールイオン琉球、琉球開発マン、アメリカンエンジニアリングコーポレーション、JP コーポレーション、当社信用金、サンドル、南西、マジクリーン、結果石油、那覇工場、島ウッド、エコスカー、沖縄ヤマトグリーン、サンシャイン、オフィシャルパートナーは内藤健太、アルマサインス、ハイサイクリーン、西自動車商会、OS 会計、沖縄 JTB、イエイ第一病院、ユニバ、インフォマーク、アルピースイート、オリオンビール、経営業サイレン沖縄、メガネ内場、ネットワークシステム、インクラウド、ナイジャマンスト、コットモテ、ラッパー、ブレイク、沖縄グランデーリゾート、 勝会アンビス ANA 那セントラルホテルサバティゲームズ以上琉球ゴールデンキングハートランド紹介でした。
Welcome back, everybody. Live here for Japanese B.LEAGUE basketball. We're here at the Okinawa Arena, where currently RYUKYU Golden Kings lead by 11 points against GUNMA Crane Thunders. For the opening stages of the game, Golden Kings getting things going from the perimeter. The three-pointer made by Ryuichi Kishimoto. But it's been the points in the paint and the offensive rebound that has separated these two teams. Kazuki Hosokawa so far nailing 3 triples at the moment for GUNMA Crane Thunders. Will Kiba Luma, he has been the example, how this game has been exemplified. Too many second chance points. Golden Kings way too dominant at the moment. Luma matched up by Michael Parker. Youth versus experience. That time drilling the three-pointer. Luma at the moment 10 points. 3 players in double figures here for the Golden Kings. Former Golden Kings player Ko Flippin, 2-time B.LEAGUE champion, also with the Chiba Jets. Coming off the bench and playing some big minutes, but they still find themselves down by 11. No Trey McKinney-Jones. His absence definitely can't be felt tonight for the visitors. But also is the departure of Johannes Thiemann, who did leave the game when he went down with injury. And hopefully he's okay, and we'll see him here in the second half. But so far this game only going in one direction, and that's in favor of the champions of 2023, RYUKYU Golden Kings. Now it's Osuji, the only other player to make a three-pointer tonight for the visitors. So far, they've only made 4, and they're going to need to make a few more if they're going to stop Vic Law and the RYUKYU Golden Kings. But it's been what we saw. Now, you have to remember, GUNMA Crane Thunders were able to cut it down to a 1-point deficit, but then it became turnover, missed shot. And RYUKYU Golden Kings punished him by getting way too many points from turnovers. Both teams have same stat from the three-point line. But you look at the rebound count. Only 1 free throw tonight made by GUNMA Crane Thunders. And simply being out-rebounded 24-12. Only 3 offensive boards tonight for GUNMA. They've got to change that if they want to come back in this one. Remember, if GUNMA loses tonight, they'll move into 3rd place in the Eastern Conference. Chiba Jets will move up into the automatic playoff spots, and then GUNMA will be a part of the wild card chase to make the playoffs. Well, if you are watching this game live on YouTube, please let us know as you're watching on B.LEAGUE International where in the world you're watching this game, which team you're supporting, so we can give you a shout out. GUNMA Crane Thunders for many seasons, of course, have been playoff hopefuls, never been able to quite make it. But now you can see they're in the playoff consideration. Can they turn this around tonight? No Trey McKinney-Jones. We'll find out very shortly if Johannes team is going to be okay. Well, the player matchup, the head-to-head between both Yuma Fuji, number 0 for GUNMA, and number 14, Ryuchi Kishimoto. So far, a bit of a quiet start for both players, but not too much of a concern for Kishimoto. His team in total control. But Fuji's got to step up and give something tonight for head coach Kyle Milling. It's always going to be a tough challenge, making the long flight from Narita Airport, Tokyo, down to Okinawa. Especially in front of a very passionate Okinawa Shi fan base here of the RYUKYU Golden Kings. Well, here's some stats from the first quarter. Michael Parker, 43 years young, a veteran player. And the three-point shooting coming from Kazuki Hosokawa. The assist from Michael Parker. He's going to have to play substantial minutes. Tazuki coming back into the lineup. Golden Kings getting first possession. Welcome back, everybody, live at the Okinawa Arena. B.LEAGUE basketball. The best in the West, RYUKYU Golden Kings, currently leading by 11 against number 2 in the East, GUNMA Crane Thunders. Well, Vic Lord left too much time and space. But again, Jack Cooley just proven to be too much of a problem for GUNMA. Well, they got to put a body on the big man. Jack Cooley, once of the Sacramento Kings, before coming to play in Europe. Played at Unicaja in the Spanish ACB, MRP Riesen Ludwigsburg, and then won the FIBA Europe Cup Championship with Dinamo Sassari. And then made his way out here to Okinawa, and now he's, well, since he's ever called home. Final seconds. Too easy of a penetration, a nice little finish. Well, that time, Masahiro Waki just went straight down the left. Dissected the entire defense. Nobody came out to stop him. Biggest lead of the game for the Golden Kings. Fuji step back, three is up, and that cuts it down to 10 points. Finally getting one going, 5th three of the game for GUNMA Crane Thunders. Try to respond with a three of their own, but that's the third three-point that's been an apple tonight for RYUKYU. One of those did come from Kishimoto. Not often you see that here from the Golden Kings. Fuji another three, same result. And now it's a 7-point deficit. Cutting it back down to single digits. 6 threes tonight for GUNMA Crane Thunders. Penetration, another unforced turnover, sloppy pass. Can't GUNMA capitalize. Fuji's got a hot hand right now. Finds Tazuki. Tazuki goes, unable to get the ad one, but the Zoots will go to the free throw line. Foul on Jack Cooley. I think a timeout is going to be called here for Dio Katani. Well, indeed, home team. They want to talk it over. We'll be back in just under 60 seconds. Currently a 7-point deficit. GUNMA Crane Thunders trying to rally here in the third. 2 3-pointers coming from number 0, Yuma Fuji, changing the momentum of this game. But as we come back, it will be Caleb Tarzuski at the free throw line, who, for as great a player as he can be, not always the most consistent free throw shooter. That's not what he's been signed for with the GUNMA Crane Thunders. But can he make these free throws? Well, he's unable to hit the first one. Tarzuski, originally from Claremont, New Hampshire, played at St. Mark's High School before going to the University of Arizona. 5 seasons playing in the EuroLeague for Olimpia Milano, also in the Italian Serie A, the LBA. Second one good. 6-point deficit. Nice ball movement coming from Golden Kings. Low with 5 seconds. Got to isolate. Pulls up mid-range. And his face, unable to finish. But again, it's Cooley batting for offensive boards. Goes in. Another and one. And he flexes the guns. Illinois born and bred. Made now in Okinawa. Can you stop Jack Cooley? Tips a rebound. Comes up with another one. And it's the same result. Too big, too strong, simply just too good. Foul on Yuma Fuji, and now this potentially could make it again a 9-point deficit. Alex Kirk coming back into the game. Now you do see Johannes Thiemann on the bench. Whether we're going to see him back in the game is going to be another question. Cooley converts a 3-point play. 12 points tonight for the Koolmeister. The Cooligan, as he's known on X, I should say, not Twitter, X. Fuji's made 2 threes. Unable to get a third one, but that was a good look. He's got to take those ones, but he's got to make them. Golden Kings trying to run away with this one. Any bucket will put them back up by double figures. Kirk called the double team. Now ball reversal. Moore penetrates. Hangs the air, can't get it. But this time they're able to keep Jack Cooley off the offensive rebounds. Gigi finds Parker, but in the end, another turnover for GUNMA. The problem was Naoto Tsuji caught that one at a weird angle. You want to get a good shooter, the ball in his hands in a sweet spot. Tough offense for the GUNMA Crane Thunders. They try to double team Alex Kirk. Foul him in the end. And another trip to the free throw line for the former Cavalier. 2014, Alex Kirk played for the Cleveland Cavaliers, where he was teammate to LeBron James. Because him and Tarzuski had their battles that one season. Alex Kirk played in the EuroLeague for Anadolu Efes in Turkey. Traveling fans from the city of Ota, the GUNMA Prefecture, supporting their away team, now potentially going down by 11 as Kirk converts both free throws. 11-point lead for the RYUKYU Golden Kings, back to double figures. What can GUNMA build on this offense? They got it back down to 6. Masakawa foul, and that's a smart play because he'll go to the free throw line for 3 free shots. Foul on Shoto Nadera. Nadera just lost his balance, fell over, but Credit to Kazuki Hosokawa identifying that very quickly and pulling the trigger, because he knew he wasn't going to make it, but knew he definitely was going to get fouled.
群馬には3ショットが与えられます。Among the 3 shots, Hosokawa.
Hosokawa making the first free throw. You have to keep this within single digits going into the fourth quarter. You can't allow it to be at double figures, because then it becomes a tough mountain to climb. One of the very best three-point shooters here in the B-League. Ranked number 10, 38.5% per game. But he's unable to hit the third free throw. 9-point deficit. Golden Kings patiently pass. Kishimoto finds Kirk, finishes inside the paint, and it's back to 11 points. Dime coming from Kishimoto. The finish by AK. Trying to find Hosokawa. There's a penetration. Fiji being smothered on defense. Forces up a tough three, and that's not going to go. It's still GUNMA failing to get offensive boards. The foul's going to be called on the ground. And that's going to be a sideline possession, because only the third team foul against GUNMA Crane Thunders. More work in the pick and roll with AK. Alex Kirk wide open underneath the bucket. Don't get the ball to him. Fadeaway simply unstoppable by Vic Law. 12 points tonight. Now in his second season playing with RYUKYU Golden Kings after transferring from the Chiba Jets. Parker with a shot on the baseline. Offensive rebound. Hosokawa pump fakes. Forces up a tough three, and that cuts it back down to 10. 7-3 tonight here for the GUNMA Crane Thunders. 14 in total for Kazuki Hosokawa. And that's his fourth three in total. Kirk goes in. Good defense. GUNMA comes up with it. Now can they do something? They have numbers. Kazuki, Hosokawa, three number 5, and is on target, but Parker keeps it alive. Hosokawa comes up with it. Parker wide open, goes in. Now it's an 8-point deficit, and a 5-0 run coming from GUNMA. GUNMA Crane Thunders refusing to throw the towel in, battling with everything they have here at the moment. It looks like Ko Flippin's getting ready to come back in. Cooley in the paint. Misses, but as expected, the inevitability, getting his own rebound. I think any game plan when you play the RYUKYU Golden Kings, you've got to keep Jack Cooley off the offensive rebounds. Tsuchi wide open, but that's going to be a foul. No 3 counts. Well, Michael Parker's getting called for the illegal screen. And I have to see the replay of that one. I'm not quite sure what happened. Let's have a look here. Watch Michael Parker. Oh, that's a good call. That's a good call. And unfortunately, that would have cut it down to 7 points. Second foul against the 43 years young veteran. And now he'll go to the bench. Ko Flippin subbing in for the first time here in the second half. 3:52 to go in the third quarter. Kings have led by as many as 13. Now looking to extend their lead. That's going to be a turnover, and GUNMA will get it back. Better defense coming from GUNMA. That time coming over and just helping against the post entry of Jack Cooley. Tightening up on defense, but can they build something offensively? Tsuji finds Namoto. Tsuji fakes the pass. Another three, can't get it. Zeus with the offensive rebound. Good defense by Kiva Luma, and Zeus almost throws it away. But Ko Flippin comes under it. Flippin avoids the block, finishes to his strong right hand. What a tough play by Ko Flippin. Two-time B.LEAGUE champion, trying to help his team. And I think an offensive foul is going to be called against Alex Kirk. RYUKYU Golden Kings becoming very complacent here in the later stages of the third quarter. Kirk trying to protest his innocence, but let's have a look at the replay. Well, that's a good call. That's a very good call. Well, it's great defense by Namoto. Hands up, not trying to make any contact in terms of his upper body, but what can GUNMA build here? Who's coming up for the high screen? Finds Tsuji, penetrates. Back to Zeus. Good defense by Alex Kirk. And now here come the Golden Kings. Alumba finds Cooley in the paint, goes in, and Jack Cooley simply is inevitable. Jack Cooley, the Thanos of the B.LEAGUE. Snaps the fingers, and the defense just disappears. Timeout called. We will return in just under 60 seconds. Back to a 10-point lead. Ko Flippin trying to orchestrate things here in the backcourt. Hachimura is also subbed back in, so a very small, much smaller lineup, but a foul called. Final team foul against Golden Kings. Masahiro Waki getting penalized. 2:13 to go here in the third quarter. Penetrates. Namoto. Hachimura mid-range. That's a good look, but he's unable to finish. But those are the kind of shots Hachimura's got to take. That's where he's going to develop into an elite player. Satsu Ito also coming in for the Golden Kings, so expanding their backcourt. Kishimoto getting a breather. And now the former Nagoya Diamond Dolphins player. Why not? Invitation, wide open, buries it! You don't leave Satsu Ito wide open.
Aluma, first personal, team's fifth. Kings team foul が5つになりました。群馬にはフリースローが与えられます。
Well, team fouls committed. Kiva Luma gets penalized, so 2 free throws coming up for GUNMA. Hachimura at the free throw line. Well, they've got to try here in the last 1 minute 31. As I mentioned, get it down to single digits. Make the mountain a lot less high to climb in the fourth quarter. They still got 10 more minutes. Both free throws missed. The Kings with a chance to extend their lead. Any bucket will give them the biggest margin of the game. Down low at Cooley, and I am inevitable. The Thanos of the B.LEAGUE. 18 points. What a dive coming from Kiva Luma. Well, nice take by Hachimura. What a finish. Up against Cooley, using his body effectively. And that's the potential, the promising young Alan Hachimura. But look how quickly the Golden Kings with Masahiro Waki down the other end. Well, GUNMA are smart here. 45 left. They can't go 2 for 1. Flipping penetrates. There you go. Now you need to stop defensively to get the final shot of the third quarter, excuse me. On the shot clock for Tatsuhito. Well, he got to force up a 3. 3 is up, and good night, Ayasu Minasai Okinawashi. Biggest lead of the game here for the Golden Kings. But go flip it. Final mid-range. Bank's not open, and that will be the end. Well, Cooley goes for it. Cooley goes for it. And that's not going to go, but at the end of the third quarter, RYUKYU Golden Kings lead by 16 against GUNMA Crane Thunders. Final 10 minutes coming up. We'll be back in just under 2 minutes. Final 10 minutes. We're live here at the Okinawa Arena. B.LEAGUE basketball between RYUKYU Golden Kings and GUNMA Crane Thunders. Foul has been committed. RYUKYU Golden Kings, the best in the West, #1 in the Western Conference against #2 in the Eastern Conference. But remember, if GUNMA lose tonight, they'll fall into third place with Chiba Jets taking the second spot on the same record but winning the head-to-head. The good thing for GUNMA, they'll still be in the playoff picture due to being the wild card factor. Top 2 teams in each conference make the playoffs. Nice finish, nice dime. Tazuki getting the assist from that man Ko Flippin, the two-time B.LEAGUE champion. Well, foul has been committed against Ko Flippin. He can't quite believe it. Or was it against him? I don't know. Let's have a look here. I don't know what's been called.
Kings one.
I have no idea what's been called. Everyone's guess is as good as mine right now. Rebound by Ko Flippin. And a foul's going to be called this time against Hayato Arakawa, I believe.
Kings Arakawa, third personal, team second. Kings substitution.
14-point lead still to the Golden Kings. Almost 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. Tazuki top of the key. He's made 2 tonight from there, but he's unable to hit this one. He hit his opening 2 shots off the same play in the first quarter. They're going to need other scoring factors. Kirk goes in, jump hook, sweet like street music. AK-53 stepping up. To a 16-point deficit. GUNMA trying to find anything here in their offense. There's a pump fake. Now they go for another 3. That one's way off the mark. And here comes Vic Law, just able to keep. Well, I have no idea how he kept that one in bounds, or how that should be. That's incredible. A little under pressure. A good interception by Ko Flippin, but can GUNMA Crane Thunders build something from this offense? Still down by 16. They've had more 3-pointers than the Golden Kings tonight, but it's been the rebounding second chance points that have affected them, no doubt. But it's another unforced turnover. Kenny Asano's only just come into the game. AK-53 under the bucket, finishes and gives them their biggest margin. 18-point lead to the champions of the B-League in 2023. Well, they're on a quest to make it to 4 consecutive B-League finals. They've won once. Disappointingly, they had their hearts broken by head coach of GUNMA Crane Thunders, Kyle Milling, last season when he was at Hiroshima. But can they make it 4 consecutive B-League finals? Can they bring home a second B-League title here to Okinawa? Well, good footwork by Vic Law, just falling into the hands of AK-53, and now it's going to be a timeout to the GUNMA Crane Thunders. Almost 2.5 played here in the fourth quarter. Golden Kings don't look like they're letting up, but GUNMA's got to keep on battling. It could very well be they move into 3rd place in the Eastern Conference in the B-League tonight. And even without Trey McKinney-Jones, who I'm not sure we're going to see for the rest of the season. Tatsuya Ito getting called for the foul. That's foul, team foul number 3 against RYUKYU Golden Kings. Well, it's another unforced turnover. Kenny Asano tried to isolate against Masahiro Waki, but inadvertently losing control of the rock there. So another turnover. Of course, as I mentioned, top 2 teams in each conference will make it to the playoffs of the B-League. Final 2 places will go to teams with the best record outside the top 2. And those are known as the wild cards. Moore fires a 3. Rebound falling into the hands of Hachimura. 3 minutes now played here in the 4th quarter. Golden Kings holding on with strength. Now Yuma Fuji picked up by Vic Law. Struggling to get a shot off. Tsuji's got to force this one up, and he's fouled in the process. So 3 free throws coming up for Naoto Tsuji. So is there a bit of life left here in GUNMA? But he's got to make all 3 of these. Tatsuya Ito, I mean, this is great defense by Vic Law, but Tatsuya Ito, the former Nagoya Diamond Dolphin, very careless closeout.
On the line of 3 shots, Tsuji.
Kishimoto subbing back in for Daikutani's team. And now Naoto Tsuji, one of the best 3-point shooters in the B-League. Got to make all 3 of these. This team definitely has had to go up against the adversity. As I said, Trey McKinney-Jones, we don't know if he's going to come back this season going down to injury. And also, the likes of Johannes Thiemann, who went down awkwardly in the first half. We haven't seen him in the second half, but he is on the bench still. Second one good. GUNMA fans making the journey from the city of Ota, the GUNMA prefecture, the long flight, all the way here to the beautiful island of Okinawa. This magnificent arena was one of the host venues for the 2023 FIBA Basketball World Cup. Tsuji converts all 3 free throws, cutting it down to 15. Now we're just over 6.5 here in the 4th quarter. Kings looking to remain number 1, best here in the West. Of course, San Antonio Phoenix currently with the very best record in the B-League. Good defense by Kenny Asano, making the entry pass to Kiva Luma difficult. But the one battle any team is going to struggle against RYUKYU Golden Kings. Offensive rebounding, Golden Kings, one of the best here in the B-League. Aluma, 3 off the dribble. Bank is open. Sugoi. Oh, majide, as they say in Japanese. Oh, good defense by Aluma. Fuji still has it, but 10 now on the shot clock. Fuji goes for a tough fadeaway. And a big rebound by Vic Law. GUNMA cruise ball. GUNMA struggling. Golden Kings cruising here. Aluma seal off in the paint. Has a mismatch. Kishimoto, another 3. But a same story as Masahiro Waki. Aluma again. Oh, baby! Kiva Luma. Now with his 3rd 3-pointer of the game. 16 points. Aluma is cooking. 21-point lead to RYUKYU Golden Kings. No foul called. Tsuji goes too strong off the bank. Golden Kings have been terrific, and they've hit the right form at the right time as we head closer to the playoffs. Kishimoto, no look dime. Finds Law, now makes it 23 points. You are witnessing RYUKYU Golden Kings' total dominance. Golden Golden Kings committing a foul. It's on Vic Law. Free throws coming up for GUNMA. GUNMA hasn't committed a foul here in the fourth quarter.
First personal, team's fifth. Official timeout.
A timeout's going to be called. These two teams will talk it over. 4:47 to go here in the fourth quarter. We're live at the Okinawa Arena here on the beautiful island of Okinawa, Japan. And we'll be back in just under 60 seconds. Yumafuchi currently at the free throw line for GUNMA Crane Thunders. Can cut this down to 21 with 4:47 to go. Feels like everything potentially could be a consolation now here for GUNMA Crane Thunders. Golden Kings patiently trying to dribble the clock down. Aluma goes down to Jack Cooley. There's a kick out. Another three. Arakawa. But again, the offensive rebounds continue to fall in the hands of the Golden Kings. Aluma keeps alive, goes in. He's fouled. Well, he did a marvelous job of keeping that one under control because that was a difficult pass.
Third personal, team's first.
Foul is on Tazuki, I believe. Yeah, hand. You can see with the right arm just goes in. Third foul against Caleb Tazuki, the former University of Arizona Wildcat. Second one no good, goes out of bounds. GUNMA will get it back, down by 22, 4:19 left. Terrific game tonight from Kiva Aluma, as well as Jack Cooley. Both have been so dominant. A lot of questions were asked about Golden Kings after losing the finals last season, and also losing Alan Durham in the summer, along with KT Momora. But they brought in some new pieces, and they look again like they're going to be championship contenders. Asano pump fakes, 24-second violation. Coach Kyle Milling knows he's going to have to put a line under this game, move on to the next one, but it's going to be a tough challenge. Because we don't know the situation with Trey McKinney-Jones going down to injury. Now we're into 4 minutes here in the fourth quarter. Golden Kings lead by 22. Patience from Kishimoto. Calling for the ball screen from Cooley. Turns it over. Good defense by Naoto Tsuji, but can GUNMA get any positives out of the last three? Under 3:30 to go. Kazuski, pick and pop, mid-range. Gets it to drop its third field goal of the game for Zeus. Kishimoto's got to give this one up. Aluma now going for a 4-3, but he gets fouled by Yuma Fuji. So 3 free throws coming up for Kiva Luma.
Second personal. Team second.
Well, he is just too tough to handle. Kiva Luma. The 3 stretch four, as I like to call him. The power forward who can play the perimeter spot as a small forward. But I think if one thing is going to be a message to every team in the B-League about RYUKYU Golden Kings, and they know this already, after tonight, it's going to be the rebounds. 15 offensive boards in total for the RYUKYU Golden Kings. And unfortunately, only 6 tonight for GUNMA Crane Thunders. Luma can become joint top scorer with Jack Cooley if he makes this free throw. 18 points for Kiva Luma. Home crowd giving a standing ovation for their young player, Shuto Sakihama. 19 years old, now coming back into the game for the second time. We saw him at the end of the first half. 23-point lead currently here to RYUKYU Golden Kings. Tsuchi waiting for the ball screen. Pulls up for a quick 3. Tazuski battles the offensive board and a foul on Kiva Luma. Free throws coming up for Caleb Tazuski, but Zeus has hit the deck. Well, the last thing they need is another injury. They lost who had his team in tonight. That looks painful.
GUNMA substitution. Flipping Sugawara.
Well, they've had to make it. Well, no substitution. Caleb Tazuski is tough as nails. I don't know how many players land on the back like that, still get up for the free throws. And that looked painful. Well, getting ready to sub into the game. Now indeed is Shuto Sakihama. Oh no, Kento Whitaker, excuse me. 27 years of age. Well, Kento Whitaker now making his first appearance. Well, the experienced B-League player stands at 201 centimeters. First played for the Kumamoto Vortas, also played for Nagasaki Velka 2 seasons ago. Now here with the RYUKYU Golden Kings. Well, there's a penetration. Another kick out. Arakawa way too short. But again, Golden Kings come up with a loose ball. 17th offensive rebound tonight for the Golden Kings. Final seconds. Sakihama kicks out. Finds Whitaker, goes in. Simply too wide open. And the defense just caught chasing and napping. 23-point lead to the team from Okinawa. Looking to go to their 4th consecutive B-League Finals. No Another foul's committed, so Hachimura will go to the free throw line. Foul is on Hayato Arakawa. Oh, look at this. No look time. Keita wide open. And I think the only time he was wide open like that was during the two-line layups in the warm-up. Fourth foul against Hayato Arakawa. Second one good for Hachimura. 1:38 to go. Golden Kings are going to remain kings of the Western Conference as they search to go in the postseason to get their second B.LEAGUE championship. Sakihama just throwing that one away, and the VIP was wide open. But I don't think he's eligible to step up and take a three-pointer. Another change in for the Golden Kings. As now Satori Ryonosuke, excuse me, my apologies, subbing in. Part of the Youth Academy. It was great to see Daigutani giving opportunities to the younger players. Three for GUNMA, doesn't roll in. Kenta Whittaker with a rebound. Golden Kings still looking to pile on more points. Well, Whittaker made the tough pass. Arakawa penetrates. That's a kick out. Three is up. Well, unfortunately, everything is going to be a consolation here for the GUNMA Crane Thunders. Still have a good chance of staying in the B.LEAGUE playoff frame. Remember, they'll go into third place after tonight, but they'll definitely have the advantage in terms of winning the wild card. I'll keep you updated. As mentioned, San Antonio Phoenix, currently #1 team here in the Japanese B.LEAGUE with a record of 39-6. The second best team, Utsunomiya Brex, who before tonight, GUNMA Crane Thunders are right behind. But the positive thing, GUNMA have 31 victories. The only team close enough, or two teams are close enough to chase them for the wildcard factor, will be Sun Rocket Shibuya and Nagoya Diamond Dolphins, who only have 25 wins. So if GUNMA can just hold on to that advantage, they'll be in the B.LEAGUE playoffs. Layup missed in the end by Sakahama. Final 28 seconds. GUNMA, as RYUKYU Golden Kings, want this game to be over. Finds Hachimura wide open as he cuts it down to 19 with 19 seconds to go here in the game. Well, it's been a terrific performance tonight here from the RYUKYU Golden Kings. An area they've definitely dominated this game has been offensive rebounding. 17 offensive boards in total. Well, they've done a very good job from the three-point line tonight. Of course, Kiva Luma finishing as their top scorer, 20 points, but it's all over as RYUKYU Golden Kings win 87-68 against GUNMA Crane Thunders. They remain top of the Western Conference, and unfortunately for GUNMA, they now will move to third place in the Eastern Conference. Chiba Jets moving up to second with a better head-to-head record. Both teams tied on the same amount of wins and losses. Well, the season's still very much in fruition for head coach Kyle Milling, and he's one of the greatest coaches in international basketball. Remember, all the odds were against him when he was coaching Hiroshima last season in the finals against RYUKYU Golden Kings, and they defied all odds after winning Game 1 and brought the first ever B.LEAGUE championship to Hiroshima. He may not be able to do the same because we don't know the situation with Trey McKinney-Jones. And after losing your top scorer, it's going to be a big ask. But with him as head coach, the future's definitely going to be bright for GUNMA Crane Thunders. Fantastic win tonight for RYUKYU Golden Kings. We are indeed going to hear from the head coach, Daigutani, the game's most valuable player, which I've got a feeling could be Kiva Luma. We'll hear from the captain. We'll run back the best highlights, look at the stats, And we'll look at the remaining fixtures this weekend here in the Japanese B.LEAGUE.
MVP を発表いたします。本日の MVP は20ポイントのチーム最多の活躍で存在感を発揮しました No.12 アルマ選手。
Well, Kiva Luma winning the Most Valuable Player of the Game award, so we'll get some words from him and hear what he has to say. But a terrific performance tonight for Kiva Luma. 20 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. Proving to be the superstar signing due to the departure of Alan Durham.
So それでは見事 MVP を輝きましたアルバ選手、一言お願いいたします。
こんばんは。Thank you all for coming out tonight. This was a big one for us. We want to keep the win streak going, and we'll need your support tomorrow. So hope to see you all here.
本日は皆さんありがとうございました。そして、これは本当に大きなビクトリーです。明日も試合がありますので皆さんのサポートをお願いいたします。ありがとうございました。はい、本日 MVP に輝いたNo.12アルマ選手に大きな拍手をお願いいたします。
Well, great words from Kiva Luma, again paying homage to the Okinawa crowd that their support is going to be so imperative. They're going to need it right to the end. You can see Vic Law showing some tough love, but here's now Daigotani. Let's see what he has to say.
本当に皆さんお久しぶりです。天皇杯ね終わってからここに帰ってこれてなかったんで本当に皆さんありがとうございました。その中でのホームの久しぶりの試合だったんで、前回のホームゲーム3月の島根戦負けてたんで、本当今日勝ちたかったんで本当に今日勝ててよかったです。このまたね勝ちが続いていくようにまたチームで頑張りたいと思いますので、明日も応援よろしくお願いします。ありがとうございました。
Our last home game was against China. We weren't able to take away the win, but we wanted to win today. And so with your support, we were able to take away the victory. We're going to keep this winning streak going. So please support us from this point on here as well. Thank you very much. さあ、そして選手からも一言いただきたいと思います。沖縄出身。特別指定選手としてチームに加入しましたNo.17崎山選手から一言いただきたいと思います。
皆さんこんばんは。この度特別指定選手として加入させていただくことになりました崎山修斗です。シーズン最終盤という本当に厳しい時期の中、本当に自分を受け入れてくださったチームには本当に感謝しています。少しでもチームに貢献できるよう一日一日を頑張りますので応援よろしくお願いします。
Good evening, everybody. Thank you. My name is Sakayama. I'm a special attention for the team here. It's great to be part of the Kings. I plan to do my best and play and help out the team as much as I can. Thank you very much. 崎山選手ありがとうございました。さあ、そして最後に練習生からプロ契約を結びました No.27 ウィガラー選手から一言いただきたいと思います。
Hello everyone. I appreciate all these support. はい、皆さんこんばんは。ここまで、来るのに本当に長い時間かかったんですけど、皆さんのサポートがあって、そして受け入れてくれた球団側、そしてスタッフの皆さん、そして僕の家族、みんなのサポートがあって、ここまで来ることができました。初めての B1 で、まあすごいチャレンジングなことなんですけど、ここからまた頑張っていくので、沖縄の皆さん引き続き応援の方でよろしくお願いします。ありがとうございます。
はい、それでは大川選手、英語でお願いします。Thank you all for coming out tonight, and thank you all for your support. New to the team, pro debuted starting this game. It's a real challenge for me to play with B1. I plan to do my best. I want to thank my family and the team and everyone and all the boosters here for your support. I plan to do my best and ask for your continued support. Thank you very much. さあ、改めまして本日は87対68で見事キングスが勝利いたしました。選手にもう一度大きな拍手をお願いいたします。
Well, there, of course, you heard from RYUKYU Golden Kings player Sakihama, Shuto Sakihama. And, of course, new player Kenta Whittaker, who did play for the Kumamoto Vortas. Well, big run coming from RYUKYU Golden Kings. Very much a time of positivity and optimism. Of course, at the beginning of the season, they had their rough spells. You saw the time they went to the Lala Tokyo Bay Arena, losing 2 games to the Chiba Jets. Since then, collectively, they pulled themselves together. Tough campaign in the East Asia Super League this year, because it was the Hiroshima Dragonflies who won that competition. But the big thing for whoever wins the B.LEAGUE this season, whoever becomes champions, will participate in the 2025 BCL Asia. Well, big time now for Japanese basketball. The exponential growth of the B.LEAGUE has seen it become the most popular league in international hoops. Not only do they draw the best import players, but they are developing the very best Japanese domestic players, and we're seeing that with the Akatsuki Japan, the national team. Jack Cooley, a big-time fan favorite here in Okinawa. They absolutely love him, as well as the local player. That man, Ryuichi Kishimoto, born and raised here in Okinawa, Japan. Terrific game from the Golden Kings in quest, searching for a chance to make, well, there you can see, 3,500 rebounds in the career of Jack Cooley. What a phenomenal performance tonight. What an accolade. After joining the Golden Kings, after winning the FIBA Europe Cup in Europe with Dinamo Sassari in Italy. Former NBA player, the Sacramento Kings, played at Notre Dame for the Fighting Irish. Well, they absolutely love him here in Okinawa. Great win for a team looking for their second B.LEAGUE championship. And if they're to do it, they're going to have to make it to a 4th consecutive B.LEAGUE finals at the Yokohama Arena. Well, they've done a terrific job, no doubt about it. Cooley, of course, getting the standing ovation, the applause from the home crowd. Well, we are going to look at the highlights very soon. We'll take a look at them right now, but from the opening play, Golden Kings, they dominated this game right from start to end. Well, as I mentioned, the Golden Kings, one thing they fought for so much tonight, the offensive rebounds. It's something. And of course, you know, GUNMA Great Thunders, they're a great basketball team. They've had a terrific season, but they had no answer tonight here for the offensive rebounding of the RYUKYU Golden Kings. Well, as mentioned, GUNMA Crane Thunders are going to have to put a line under this game. They're going to have to bounce back. The key thing for them is they're still in the wild card factor for qualifying for the playoffs. Well, it's going to be a tough game, no doubt about it, the next time these two teams meet up. And that will be tomorrow here in the Okinawa Arena. Ko Flippin, former RYUKYU Golden Kings player, getting the M1. Had some very good moments tonight, but consistency was a problem. No Trey McKinney-Jones, and that made it very difficult for the RYUKYU Golden King. Excuse me, the GUNMA Crane Thunders. Well, Hosokawa started the game on fire. He had 4 3-pointers. That was the only 3 of the game for Naoto Tsuchi. And when they had 5 by the third quarter, you felt this was going to be a game for them, but man, they had problems defending this man, Vic Law, former Orlando Magic player. But it wasn't only Vic Law. It was Hayato Arakawa finishing off the turnover. Golden Kings making the most of converting misses and turnovers in the fast break points. And that's indeed where they were too dominant this evening. Well, it was only a 6-point ball game at halftime. Yuma Fuji, when they went down by 13, hit 2 consecutive 3-pointers. They felt maybe there was going to be a bit of life here in GUNMA Crane Thunders. It was the second one by Yuma Fuji. Deciding not to pick him up off the ball screen. That time Vic Law stepping back. No switch there, but at no point were GUNMA Crane Thunders going to find a way back in, because the offensive rebounding again became the key headline of this game. Jack Cooley just too big, too strong, and just too dominant. Michael Parker having to play more substantial minutes. The injury to Johannes Timmer in the first half. Well, here again was Ko Flippin, using his body, hanging in the air with the contact of Alex Kirk. AK-53 that time left helpless. Well, Golden Kings had their sparks. Tatsu Ito, former Nagoya Diamond Dolphins player. Midway through the third quarter, Zeus getting the dime from Ko Flippin. But here was the penetrations by Vic Law. But again, offensive boards. That time, loose balls falling into the hands of Golden Kings players. AK-53 punishing GUNMA Crane Thunder's defense. But Kiva Luma, bank is open. Well, there was a Luma again. Second 3 in a row. And he finished with 20 points, 5 rebounds. Game's MVP. Well, Kenta Whittaker, of course, now just joining the Golden Kings midway through the season. Prominent time playing with the Kumamoto Vortas. But there it was all over. A very convincing win for the champions of 2023 in the B-League. RYUKYU Golden Kings have made it to the last 3 B-League finals at the Yokohama Arena. Stats in the game tell you everything. 44 rebounds to 25, 17 offensive boards to 8. And although RYUKYU Golden Kings did have more turnovers, they did play their third-string players a lot more in the fourth quarter. And 1 more 3-point field goal than the GUNMA Crane Thunders. GUNMA Crane Thunders now reaching, in this game, their average of 33% from the perimeter. But it's going to be a tough ride for this team. They've got to protect the 5-win margin between them and not only Nagoya Diamond Dolphins, but Sun Rocket Shibuya to maintain a playoff spot through the wild card. Kazuki Hosokawa leading the GUNMA Crane Thunders with 14 points. Zeus Caleb Tazuski, 6 rebounds. But the double-double tonight from Jack Cooligan. The Cooligan, the Coolmeister. 12 boards, 2 dominant. Yuma Fuji leading the way in assists for GUNMA Crane Thunders. Masahiro Waki with 6 tonight. And there are your leaders in all categories tonight in this game for both teams. Or 4 Golden Kings players getting to double figures. Kirk with 12, Vic Law with 14, Cooley with 18, but led by Kiva Lima with 20. Hayata Arakawa 7, 1 3-point away from making it 5 players in double figures for the Golden Kings. But I think more so than anything, they'll be happy to take the victory home. Well, 4 players getting double figures tonight for Gunma Crane Thunders. Yuma Fuji with 10, Caleb Tazuski with 11, Asko Flippin. Kanzuki Hosokawa with 4 3-pointers tonight, finishing top scorer of the Gunma Crane Thunders with 14. Michael Parker, 1 field goal away, the 43-year young veteran. But just not enough tonight for Gunma to compete against the RYUKYU Golden Kings. Both teams very much will be in the playoff picture come the end of the season. While Yuma Fuji may have won the head-to-head in the key player feature tonight, only 3 points for Richie Kishimoto. That came on his opening first field goal. Both players 5 assists this evening. But Kishimoto will go home tonight, knowing tomorrow they'll have one more game here. Now the question is, will Johannes Tiemann play tomorrow? That is going to be key tomorrow for Gunma. Well, the team is definitely going to need to dig deep, because now they're going to have to really find out what they're made of. No Trey McKinney-Jones. The adversity couldn't be any greater for Gunma. Well, the fixtures going on. Shimane Susanna Magic will take on Osaka Velka. Sendai 89ers will host Akita Northern Happiness. Chiba Jets against Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Yokohama B-Corps says against Ibaraki Robots. Kyoto Hanadis against the B-League's #1 San Antonio Phoenix. Defending champions Hiroshima Dragonflies taking on Seahorses Mikawa. Saga Ballooners against Sunrock Shibuya. Koshigai Alpha is taking on Lavenga Hokkaido. Alvak Tokyo against Fighting Eagles Nagoya. Remember, Fighting Eagles Nagoya did win today. Nagoya Diamond Dolphins against Shiga Lakes. While Nagasaki Velka hosting the B-League's #2 team, Utsunomiya Brex. Game 2 tomorrow between RYUKYU Golden Kings and Gunma Crane Thunders will take place local time at 6:05. But for now, it's all over this evening. This magnificent arena, the hosts, well, one of the 3 hosts of the 2023 FIBA Basketball World Cup. And as always, it's a buzzing electric atmosphere here in Okinawa. And unfortunately, fans, it's that time of the evening where we must say our goodbyes, but we would like to thank you for joining us. A big arigato gozaimasu. Sayonara and ayasumi nasai. From now here at the Okinawa Arena, it's good night, goodbye, and God bless. We'll see you for more games here on B-League International.